So this is the high, mid and tweeter enclosure attempt, and it's going to sort of be more of a 90% framework. It's like a 1% framework, and here it's like a 90% framework. So you can see through it basically if you put a light behind. There you go. So this will be like framework. I either put some epoxy glue at the end around the whole thing, like a big messy art project, or I can use it as a frame to put layers of sticky tape, quartz tape, which would be probably less of a hassle. So it might get you to 99% kind of sealed, but fully sealed closures may be a bit of a dream with this 3D penning. I guess someone who is more involved in the actual real computer 3D thing could say, well, this would be a good model to scan. You could scan this model and then print out a 3D version. That's also a good possibility. There we go. Sorry, little guy. So that's another possibility. But I think I'll just finish it off this way to the 90% stage, and I'll try tape first because that's reversible, and then I'll try epoxy on top of that. This backside is a pain, but we'll persevere. Fill up this hole here. And once I start filling holes, I can't then go ahead and close cell foam, stuff it to open cell foam. One of the two. Let's go with that. I think it's going pretty good at the moment. Done most of the front, most of the side, most of the bottom, and I've been checking against this light here and just looking for holes like there, and then re-smooching it. You just smooch it a bit more. You can see a smooched area there. So you get all the 3D pen in all the holes, and while it's still warm, you start pasting it around, and then that fills up. So I should be able to get almost 99% seal. Who knows? It's a bit of fun. And I'm thinking I should start the other side while I'm at it. Finish this whole side yet. And, do I have a plan for the back yet? Because I want that to still remain flat against the back. You know what I mean? Without it getting out of shape. I might just do another layer on here, perhaps. It's going to get pretty dodge. Can't actually operate like this through all the holes. Crazy. So this is my quick solution for getting the bottom done. I'm going to make a little thin layer just so I can fill in all the gaps, and then I'm going to peel off the tape eventually. You can see under it's basically a mini weave that it conforms to the flatness, because when you start filling gaps you'll get sagging or bumping, so hopefully this will help me fill in those gaps. Anyway, the rest of it's going pretty well. I'm getting better at almost getting a 99% block out on the first pass, but doing a second pass is also good because it strengthens, you get less resonances and that sort of thing. And it's still in my brain there's that I'll be good to 100% seal it with some sort of chemical process later. Even nice, this little spot here, I'm leaving a tiny bit open. I'll have to seal it later to get the drivers in and out. Just got the back to do, and we're done. I'm going to go crazy and go way out here, but I don't think I will. I'll just go straight down. Should be enough volume. There we go. So that was just comparing the tonality of the 99% sealed enclosure and no enclosure, and the tonality was audible. Left, free air, right, so doing a quick comparison with the high mid, one is in the enclosure, it's the green, and the red is just free air, which does have a little bit of foam stuffed around it. So it's almost really a good comparison, but there you can see just a few little bibs and bobs that it gets from being in an enclosure. mainly these two areas here. And this is from center cabin, moving mic kind of thing. 2 or 3 dB here and there. What else have we got? Near field. So this is moving mic near field at around 6 inches. Green is the enclosure and red is the free air. So these were tuned, both free air, and then I made the enclosure and then measured it again. That's what the green is. That's enough of that one. Yeah, so that free air measurement, middle of cabin to sealed, the first one I showed you, was with the high pass, it's engaged. So I'm putting a safety pass down here at 150. I turn off my other low passes. You can almost hear that more of the energy here on the right. Sealed, free air. I'm panning exclusively left. Free air, a bit roughly the same, and now it's on the right. So the graphs show you 2 or 3 here and there, but when you hear it, you can definitely hear that bottom end being boosted. So even though I have the high pass at 150, let's have a listen to a real-time spectrum analyzer. And so the high pass is at 150. These little 2.5s, even though they sound beefy through the, it's still rolling up around 200 or 300. But yeah, that's where we want it up there. I'll pan it left again. No enclosure. Hand 3D printed. About tennis ball, half a tennis ball size enclosure. Cool.